Hello, my name is Lucian, and I'm going to explain a bit about the Good Enough Testing workshop. Or about the workshop that I like to call How to Write Fewer Tests and Cover More Cases. Let's take a look at the following piece of code. Assume you or someone else wrote this kind of code that is adding some attributes to the account. Something about expiring soon, something about eternal or never expiring, something about already expired. What test would you write about this code? Or let's take another look at it. How many tests would you write if you had 1 hour for this task? Or what if you had 2 hours for this task? Or now let's think about something else. Someone wrote that code together with these tests and put them in a pull request, and now you have to review it. And so, how would you review those tests? How do you assess if they are enough? And this is the central question that I try to answer in this workshop. How can I determine if my test or my colleague tests are good enough? And this is a 3 hour practical or live online workshop where I will help you answer the following three questions. One, how do you know how many tests are enough? Two, how do you know if your tests are covering enough business logic? And three, when do you stop testing based on the risk and the time that you have available? Let me define a bit what good enough testing means. Considering the level of risk, we define or we choose coverage criteria that will drive our test design so that we can achieve as much as possible 100% of that criteria with a minimum number of test cases. Or put it in some other words, taking into consideration the context, we choose coverage criteria or we choose what we pay attention to, and this will drive the test design and test cases we write so we can cover what's important with minimum of effort. And the objectives are the following: to help you identify or model the universe of all possible test cases, to define the coverage that is the most important in that specific context, and then to identify the minimum number of test cases to achieve 100% coverage of that important coverage. And do this in a systematic way, that means repeatable way, and can easily be applied by you or your colleagues. And I'm going to cover 4 test design techniques. One is equivalence partitioning, another one is boundary value analysis, another one is decision table, and another one is state transition testing. Why me? Because I'm an engineer with a degree in computer science. I have been working with Ruby for more than 17 years, and I have delivered testing workshops and some other kind of workshops for about 11 years for various companies and in various contexts.